The rain didn't fall gently that morning. It came down hard, angry, like the sky itself was grieving. Black umbrellas crowded the cemetery, packed so tightly you could barely see the ground. Luxury cars lined the gravel road, men in tailored suits, women in dark coats and diamonds, all whispering the same thing. Such a tragedy. So sudden. She was only 34. At the front, a mahogany casket rested above the open grave. Inside it was supposed to be Evelyn Cross, the billionaire philanthropist, the woman whose face appeared on magazine covers and hospital wings. And just as the priest raised his hand to speak, a voice tore through the silence. As to, heads turned, gasps rippled. A man in an orange sanitation jacket stood frozen at the edge of the cemetery, mud on his boots, rain dripping from his cap, chest heaving. He pointed at the coffin. "She's not dead," he shouted. "I swear to God, she's not dead." The billionaire's family stared at him in horror. Security moved in, and that's when everything began to unravel. The guards grabbed him by the arms. "Get him out of here," someone hissed. But the man didn't resist. He didn't scream. He just looked straight at the casket, eyes burning with fear. "I heard her," he said. "Quiet now." Broken. "I heard her breathing." The crowd erupted. Someone laughed nervously. Someone else cursed. Evelyn's brother stepped forward, his voice sharp as glass. "This is disgusting," he snapped. "You're ruining my sister's funeral for attention." The garbage collector swallowed hard. "My name is Samuel Reed," he said. "And 3 nights ago, I almost buried her alive." Silence. Even the rain seemed to hesitate. "Fiars Kyle to acetion before I go any further. If you believe that truth can come from the most unexpected people, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and listening before judging, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Kindness Corner Hub. Stories like this remind us that humanity still matters. Now listen closely, because what Samuel revealed next changed everything. Samuel Reed wasn't supposed to be here. He wasn't rich. He wasn't powerful. He wasn't invited. He'd been a garbage collector for 22 years, up at 3 a.m. home by noon, back aching, hands cracked, invisible to the world. He'd lost his wife to cancer 7 years earlier, buried her himself after working double shifts to pay hospital bills. Since then, he lived alone in a small apartment with a photo on the wall and too much silence. But 3 years ago, something unexpected happened. Samuel collapsed during a shift. Heart failure, no insurance, no hope. That's when Evelyn Cross paid for his surgery, anonymously. No press release, no cameras. Just a note that read, "Someone once helped me when no one was watching. Pass it on." Samuel never forgot that handwriting. He'd recognize it anywhere. 3 nights before the funeral, Samuel's truck was rerouted. Private hospital pickup, high-priority medical waste. A body bag was rolled out. Tag, seal female, deceased. E. Cross. Samuel hesitated. He didn't know why. Just a feeling, a chill in his bones. As the truck jolted over a pothole, he heard it, a sound, soft, ragged, breathing. He slammed the brakes, jumped out, pressed his ear to the bag. There was again a faint gasp. Samuel panicked. He called the hospital, no answer. Minutes passed. Then silence. He stood there in the rain for a long time. And when he finally drove away, guilt followed him home. The next morning, the headlines screamed "Billionaire dice." Something was wrong, very wrong. Back at the cemetery, Samuel's voice cracked. "I knew that handwriting," he whispered. "I knew her heart." Evelyn's brother laughed bitterly. "You expect us to believe you? A garbage man accusing doctors, declaring my sister alive." Samuel dropped to his knees. Tears mixed with rain. "I should have broken the bag," he sobbed. "I should have risked my job, my freedom, everything." He looked at the coffin. "I'm so sorry." The billionaire's mother collapsed into a chair, trembling. "Open it," she whispered. "What?" her son snapped. "Open it, she screamed. Security froze. The priest stepped back, and with shaking hands, the coffin lid was lifted. A scream ripped through the crowd. Evelyn Cross lay inside, bruised, lips blue, but her chest moved, barely. A doctor shouted. Someone called 911. Chaos exploded. Samuel scrambled forward, grabbing her hand. "Stay with us," he whispered. "Please, you stayed with me." Sirens wailed. Minutes later, Evelyn was rushed away, alive. The truth came out fast. Evelyn's death had been staged, a rare condition, a slowed heartbeat, a forged declaration. But the real betrayal, her brother, drowning in debt, desperate for inheritance, doctors paid off, papers falsified. He was arrested 2 days later, and Samuel, he became a hero overnight, but fame didn't change him. He visited Evelyn every day in recovery, brought soup, sat quietly, held her hand. When she woke fully, the first thing she asked was, "Did he come back?" Samuel cried like a child. Months later, Evelyn stood on a stage. No makeup, no glamour, just truth. "This man," she said, pulling Samuel forward, "saw my humanity when everyone else saw a title." She funded a foundation in his wife's name, healthcare for invisible workers, grief support, second chances. Samuel retired early, not rich but peaceful. And every Sunday he and Evelyn shared breakfast, not as billionaire and garbage man, but as two souls who refused to look away. Sometimes the loudest truth comes from the quietest people. Sometimes heroes wear orange jackets. And sometimes the world is saved by someone brave enough to say, "She's not dead." If this story moved you, if you believe every life matters, no matter the job title, please like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever ignored a feeling you wish you'd trusted? This is Keenness Corner Hub, where humanity still has a voice.